I want to thank my subscribers, and for those who are new, please like and subscribe and share. It definitely does help support my channel and what I am aiming to do and create. It's not spread out enough in my eyes that the importance of the mental aspect of weight loss, especially with individuals who have struggled with weight all or majority of their life. If you have not heard this yet, I'm gonna be the one to tell you that you know how to lose the weight. The only struggle that you're having is how to keep it off and how to go about keeping it off. Okay. You know how to lose weight. Okay. So don't let anyone ever try to make you feel otherwise, because you definitely know what to do. Now, going back to what I was saying, I had a subscriber that definitely was interested in knowing more about journaling, and I wanted to go into detail a little bit more. From the title, I believe I'm going to, because this is just me being open. I wanted you guys to feel more comfortable. Sit down with me and let's have this chat. Okay. Of course, you can't see my face. I'm just deciding to record this more like in a podcast style today. Just because that's the energy that I'm flowing in. Okay. That is just the energy of today. It is Friday. Okay. I don't know when you are going to hear and listen to this, but it is Friday and I'm just in a chill mode. So this is how I'm going to be recording for today. Now, journaling. Okay. My experience with journaling, and I'm going to add some additional stuff, and it's going to be kind of just a little bit of everywhere. You'll know by the title when I get it up. I'm just going to let this energy flow and hoping that the things that I'm going to be able to relay is going to help in a major way, or some individuals in a major way. So now, journaling. Let me get to it. Sometimes I can get sidetracked. Journaling. Come on now, Laura. Let's get with it. Journaling. Now, a lot of individuals, they do journal. Some people don't. Some people start, and then some people just, then they don't pick it back up. But I wanted to touch on the importance of journaling and my experiences with journaling. Now, the reason why I encourage journaling so much, especially when you're on a healing journey, is because it allows you, or it helps you to be more aware and present. And I can't stress how important that aspect is in regards to being on a health and a healing journey, a weight loss journey, and so forth. I mean, weight loss journey is a healing journey. I just want to make that clear. So it is important to be aware and present. And when you are starting your day off, or when you are ending your day with journaling, it allows you to not only do that, but reflect, on the decisions that you made and why you may have made them. Speaking of which, I am going to be having a journal come out that is going to specifically be for those who struggle with emotional and binge eating. That journal will be coming out soon, so you guys be on the lookout. It has a lot of good journal prompts in that actual journal. So it helps you to reflect and understand the things and situations that you have gone through or had experienced. Now, why is that important? Why is it important for us to be able to be aware and present? Because you have literally been in the cycle of doing the same thing over and over again, and it has become your norm, your habit. And we unconsciously do habits. Like, for example, you have gotten up out of your bed for however many years and made it or not, right? And you're just accustomed to doing that. Or you have gotten up, the first thing you do is have your cup of coffee or brush your teeth. It's unconscious. You just move into it. It's just flow. It's just automatic, right? You sit down on the toilet and you wipe yourself, right? It's automatic. It's like no thought to it, right? So you constantly go throughout your day doing those same things, whether they are good or whether they have a negative outcome on your life or a positive outcome. You are unconsciously just going through the motions. Now, when you're more present and aware, it allows you to take that pause before you do the action. Okay, that same cycle. So for example, I'll give you an example. You have a coping mechanism that you usually utilize when you experience some type of pain or anger or stress. Okay. Now, because you are automatically going to go to you automatically go to your coping mechanism, not thinking, not being aware, then that is just going to be your norm. But if you allow yourself to be more present and aware, you're noticing and realizing, hey, you're taking that pause, like, hey, this is a trigger, or I am being triggered. What am I going to do differently than what have been doing to prevent me from doing the same thing over and over again? Okay, so it just allows you to make that pause so you're able to reflect, make a decision, make a different choice. Now, after that, of course, it is definitely up to you. If you decide to make the same choice over again, then that is up to you. And you just need to continue. And it's okay. You just need to continue to learn. There's something that you needed to learn in that aspect. And I don't want you to beat yourself up and get into that energy at all whatsoever, because it doesn't mean anything but that you need to continue to go through that process, because there's something else that you're needing to learn. You're wanting to learn something else out of that, or there's something more deep in depth that you need to get. Okay, so do not beat yourself up in that time. Just know and understand that there's something more that you are needing to get, and to get it. Okay. How do we get that? Write it out. There's so much things that come out within that journaling process that you can get that you would not possibly be able to get if you're just, it just runs across your mind. Take some time out and sit down and write and see what comes out. Okay. Even asking yourself certain questions so you can get some more understanding when you're journaling. Another thing I want to say about journaling does not always have to be your shortcomings, okay, or all the bad things that happen. Celebrate within your journal entries, okay? A lot of the times we're writing out how horrible our days were, or how we were, triggered, and how it made you feel and things like that. And that is good to be able to release those things so you can get some more understanding, but also write about your wins, when you've succeeded, what you're grateful for, what you accomplished, because you want that to be at the forefront of your mind as well. You want to be able to understand that, hey, I made it through that and I can make it through this as well. So journaling is also great for reflecting. How far have I come? So I have journals that I've had for a whole year, and then I can go back and read those journals, and it reminds me how much progress I have made within my journey, because it can easily be forgotten. We have kids, with spouses, we have family, we have vacations, we're doing some things all of the time, and we tend to forget how far we really have come. So this gives you an opportunity to be able to go back, see how far you have come, and take note of that. Okay, that is huge within your journey. It's going to be very important for you to understand and get that. Okay. Understand that all of your wins, it's beyond the scale. It's those, because I'm going to tell you, the small things in between is what is going to sustain your progress. All those little lessons and all those little things. That's why I tell people all the time, I'm like, hey, you know what? It's great to lose weight super fast. Okay. It's great to do that. It's very motivating, right? But let me ask you a question. If you were to wake up the next day and all the weight would be gone, would you honestly be able to say you would know how to sustain it? No, you would not. You would not. And this is the reason why you have not been able, this is one of the reasons why you have not been able to sustain it to this day, is because you haven't taken the time to learn and really be aware and present in the things that you have learned along the way, those little steps. Okay, but when you become more aware and gain all that information and knowledge and wisdom along the way, guess what happens? You know how to keep yourself aligned with that. You know how to keep yourself where you're desiring to be at the end of the day. You don't just learn stuff overnight. It takes time. Okay? Again, you know how to eat. I know you know how to eat. I know you know how to go to work out and move your body. You know that. We know that, especially at these ages. And I know the people that are watching my videos at our age, we know that aspect. We know. Okay? It's just everything else in between, the how I make myself a priority. How do I set my boundaries? How do I make sure I'm keeping balance? How am I staying self-motivated? How am I doing my self-care? How am I showing myself self-love? Those things we don't really understand and grasp because of the situations that we have been through in the past. So because of those situations have affected us so much, we have lost that along the way. Okay, and those are the main things that we're really trying to grasp and understand and really get. It's not the nutrition in the workouts. It is not the nutrition in the workouts. You can let that go. Okay, if you were to just spend some more time focusing on the core of this situation, the real important part of it, and really started focusing your energy on that aspect and allow that the nutrition and the workouts to be secondary, I promise you will get more results. I promise you will get more benefit from your journey. I promise you will detach from the things that are keeping you in the position that you are in right now. Worrying about the scale, worrying about everything else, all that worry and fear and anxiety and things like that, that will be null and void if you really start tuning into what the most important part of this journey is. Okay? So back to the journaling. Reflection, you're able to understand how far you have come. It's going to help you be more present and aware within your day and things that are triggering you, and understand it's going to allow you to it's also going to allow you to be able to release. Your journal can also be a release mechanism. If you don't have anyone to talk to, if you are not a part of a support group, and if you aren't, I do have one, so make sure you check the description box below. If you do not have a coach, if you do not, have someone that you can truly relate to and who can understand, not the individuals, not the individuals that are going to, try to tell you what to do, but really somebody who is going to listen and understand where you are coming from, use your journal. Your journal can also be a form of releasing. If you have been triggered, release it in your journal, write it out. I have my clients do one of these, as far as with my mind, body, and soul coaching. I have my clients, one of the release mechanisms for releasing trauma, I have them do it through a letter writing technique. Why? Because it was so useful within my journey. Okay. And a lot of the times we overcomplicate things when they do not need to be that complicated. What you're dealing with, your trauma, is energy. It's a buildup and it's a backup. Okay. Just like a drain, nothing can move through, up or out. Okay, so it needs to be released. It needs to be cleared out. The energy needs to be cleared and released. Okay, so there's different kind of things that you can utilize. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, how to release that trauma or different things that you can utilize, then let me know in the comment section and I'll do a video on that as well. But it's going to be definitely important for you to release that. And what is and instead of going to your coping mechanism, which is doing nothing but stuffing it, putting more down something that's already clogged, trying to suppress it and everything like that, you're not able to release it. Okay. So use your journal. It can also be something a tool that you could do for releasing. All right. So, and you could just simply start your journal. For example, your journal prompt, this was a trigger for me today. Okay, and I want to understand why. Okay, or what did I experience through this trigger? What were my feelings? What did my body go through? What did my mind go through? What did my soul go through during that process? And get it out. Okay, how did this affect me? What did it have me remember? What kind of when did I feel these emotions, and when was I triggered like this before? And how did it affect me? So let it out, release it. And one thing I am going to say too on that aspect is, and I notice and I realize there's a lot of individuals out there that do that too, is they keep reliving their trauma because they keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and reliving 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 it. And I can get it and I understand. And that's one thing no shade on therapists. Okay. No shade on therapists. If you're going through therapy, it's awesome because it is an outlet. It allows you to get it out, and they help you with, breakthroughs and things like that. And I get it and understand, but there is no reason, is not necessary for you to continue to have to talk about something that you have gone through. Once you have figured out what the root is of your situation, it's time to start living out your healing and stop living in your trauma. Okay, start walking in your healing and stop living in your trauma. Okay, write that down. I am no longer living in my trauma. I am walking in my healing. Okay, and that's simply understanding what your root is and pinpointing what the reason you're experiencing the same things that you're experiencing, and then releasing it, and then start walking your healing. You don't have to be sitting in that trauma for years unless you want to. That's your choice. If you want to, that's your choice. But you don't have to. And the only one that's stopping you and preventing you, and I'm going to be blunt about it, is you. Choose to walk in your healing. And a lot of people say, I don't know what my healing looks like. I don't know what my healing looks like. Start anywhere. What does the healed you look like? That starts with, what are you desiring her to be? Or him? What are you desiring that to look like? That's it. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. All right. So that is going to wrap it up for the journaling part of it. I want to leave you with this, though. I want you to really sit down with yourself today and come up with a list, and list the things that are important to you, that are on your list of things that you're really wanting to accomplish. Okay. And I want you to just focus on the top one. Focus your attention on one thing at a time and get that and professionalize in doing that aspect. And then moving on to the next one, I promise you, you'll get more results. Okay, so just take your time and understand and know that this process is not going to take, this process is going to take probably longer than you desire it to be, but it's worth each and every step. Okay? You're worth this process. You're worth the journey. You're worth putting yourself first. You're worth being the best version of you. You're worth setting boundaries. You're worth letting go of things that no longer serve you. You're worth it all. So take initiative in your today. Start today by taking initiative of just one little thing. Okay, what is that thing? What is that? The top of your, the top of your desires. What is that? And just pour into that. Pour your energy into that, and just build on that aspect. So if it's just, hey, you know what? I want to eliminate my negative thoughts about myself, my negative self-talk. That's what I want to focus on. If it's just that, focus on that. Focus on that. And be proud that you're doing that aspect, because that is a step in the right direction. Okay? If it's just, hey, I really want to make a conscious decision to get more water in today or for the rest of the week, just do that. Just do that. If it's, hey, I really want to start consuming more nutrient-dense foods, just focus on that. I really want to learn how to fuel my body properly. Just focus on that. Okay, and everything else will follow. It will just line up for you. But when you are trying to do this, and everything else, it gets overwhelming, and you're just like, hey, I'm just done. Okay, you're only human. You're doing the best you can. Cut yourself some slack and step up to the plate and get out of your own way. Nobody else, only you. But it's going to take you to take the steps that are necessary for that to happen. You. Okay? So let go of those old toxic thoughts that are no longer serving you in your process. They're no longer serving you. The fears, the anxiety, the hurt, the pain, they're no longer serving you. It's time to let go of that and start taking initiative in making you your number one priority. It's definitely something difficult to do, especially if that's all you've known is to put everyone else before you. It's hard. I know, I get it 110%. I was that person. But once you start living the life that you are meant to live, the life that you desire to live, the life that your heart is telling you to live, the moment you do that, I guarantee you'll start seeing things shift. Okay? This weight is not, the weight that you're carrying is not just physical weight. Okay? It's spiritual weight, mental stuff that you've been holding on to. Those are the things that you need to let go of so you can start seeing your body change, your health change. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that is making sense, because we've made this journey so physical. And if you detach from it being so physical, everything else will just work out, and it'll be ease. You'll start, I can just do workouts that I enjoy, and it feels good. And I don't have to always contribute it to losing weight. What? And then I'm seeing my physical body change just by doing things that make me feel good? What? Who would have known? Who would have known? So I'm going to end that here. I'm going to wrap it up. I love you guys. Okay. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. I am here to support and motivate and educate. And because I have been in this position and in the shoes of so many individuals who are struggling today, it is my number one goal to be able to help you guys and break through. Get your breakthrough. If you need a one-on-one consultation, check the description box. If you're looking for coaching, all that information is in the description box. But if not, peace and love. Okay. And remember, this journey is mind, body, and soul. I love you guys.